Hello YouTube, I'm Dave from Woodoak Wilderness. In this video I'm going to show 10 ways of setting up either a tarp or a hammock in the form of stealth camping. Now if anybody's not visited our website before, check it out. We actually run a course on stealth camping. Now there's a bit of a misconception about what stealth camping really is about. It's not about being on the run from the police or the military. It's about being able to camp in wild places without intruding upon the other people in the area or disturbing the environment. This first setup is a simple A-frame, or what is referred to as a tent method with a tarp. As you can see, it's just a simple military style tarp that has been set up with some green bungee cords and anchored out in all the four corners in order to make a very low profile A-style shelter. As you can see from the height, this one is probably only about 15 inches off the ground. So it provides you with sufficient rain cover, keeping you out of the wind, but it isn't designed for more than one occupant. This shelter, if set up in the right location, surrounded by either long grass, bushes, shrubs or ground leaf matter, then anybody walking within a few feet of you should clearly walk straight past without even noticing you're there. This version of stealth camping requires a camouflage version tarp. Bright blue or bright orange really just won't work. This one is called a lean-to shelter. You point the back of this shelter into the wind, what then creates a nice warm, cosy environment underneath, and it will give you good shelter from the rain. This also will give you good coverage if that direction, the back of the shelter, was pointed towards any sort of footpath or edge where somebody might walk past. The shelter itself will give you some camouflage if you're moving around during the morning or the evening. And this one is called the Tortoise. It is a modified lean-to shelter. However, as you can see from the middle here, it is just pulled out from the middle in order to create just a little bit more living room. Because the middle is lifted up, it means that the front edge of this one can be pushed down a little bit lower, as you don't need that extra space. This one's very good at blocking out the wind, and it also gives you good cover from view if you're doing stealth camping. And this one is referred to as the modified diamond. This is just a simple close on two sides and open on two sides. This gives you an opportunity to look out whilst protecting you from both the wind and the rain. This one can also be set up very low, almost no higher than waist height, giving you great coverage if you're in good undergrowth. This one is called the fold under. It is a smaller shelter, similar to that of the lean-to. However, half of the actual tarp itself is folded under and forms the ground sheet. That's ideal if you've got damp ground, but the cover over the top doesn't give great cover for heavy rain. It's a good one if you've got fair weather, and again it gives you a good cover from view if you point it towards any public footpath. This one here is just a waterproof Bivi Bag, a breathable Gore-Tex version, so that your body heat expands out of it, but rain can't get into it. On the inside, you place your roll mat, so you've got a comfortable bed to sleep on, and on top of that, a decent sleeping bag. Even if it rains, the Bivi Bag liner itself will keep you dry and off the ground, and in the night you can't roll off your roll mat because it's in there with you. This one is just another alternative to not having a Bivi Bag. You lay out your tarp on the floor, you then put your roll mat underneath your sleeping bag, pop your sleeping bag on top, and when it's time to get into bed, you just do a simple procedure of folding yourself in. And this one I like to call the hasty. However, some people do refer to it as the hasty tortilla. You just lean back against your rucksack, close your eyes and just hope you don't get too stiff in the night. This is my favourite method. I always prefer to sleep in a hammock. This gives me a number of options. It gives me a fly sheet so it protects me from the rain. On the underside it's got a built-in bug net, means that you don't get eaten alive by the mozzies at night time. And thirdly, having this clearance above the ground means that I don't end up having to clear this ground in order to be able to use this form of shelter. It only takes about 2 minutes to set up, and all you need are 2 sturdy trees at a suitable distance apart. Now, the ground can be as wet as it likes. It can even be covered in water. It can have loads of stones, it can have branches, it can even be on a very steep slope. I will always get a level, comfortable sleep. This gives me an opportunity to actually stealth camp and to put myself where most people aren't going to be wandering around. Even if you choose to use a hammock for camping, you don't always have to have trees. As you can see from this setup, I've just used 2 simple sticks at each end to hold the tarp open. It is anchored down as if you were using it as a tree tarp setup. However, because of this method, I'm able to lay on the ground and make good use of the rain tarp and the built-in bug net. This is a good option if you want to stealth camp in areas that have good undergrowth. Because of its low profile, it's very easy for you to be able to camp out without being seen. If you like this video, give it the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for any future videos.
Are you going to get up and do the next one?
Nah, I'm comfortable.
Come on, we've got another one to do.
No,
Come on, the viewers want to see more.
no,
Come on, you haven't done all 10 yet.
no,
Come on, get up.
no,
Now.
no.